Okay, this is the second part of the notes. This is the back side. We have a your turn, so this is a problem that you're going to want to try on your own. So pause the video right now. Set it up just like we set up the first two examples for long division and work it out. And once you've completed it and you've got an answer you think is correct or as much as you can get, then you can unpause it and you can see my solutions step by step. So go ahead and do that and I'll work it out and I'll show you my solutions afterward. Okay, so here is the final solution in the box. It's 3x squared minus 5x plus 6. And let me walk you through what I did if you need some assistance. So I set it up in the expression into the house. There are no missing exponents. I looked at the 4x and the 12x cubed. 4x goes in the 12x cubed 3x squared times. So 3x squared times 4x is negative 12x cubed, or is 12x cubed. 3x squared times 3 is 9x squared. And we're going to subtract, so those cancel out. Subtract the 9 from negative 11, and that's negative 20x squared. Bring down the 9x. 4x times negative 5x will give you negative 20x squared. Again, 4x times negative 5x will give you negative 20x squared. So multiply that negative 5x times 4x. Again, negative 5x times 4x is negative 20x squared. Negative 5x times 3 is negative 15x. Subtract. The minusing the negative will cancel that out. Two negatives here make a positive, so it's really 9 plus 15. Bring down the x. 9 and 15 is 24. Finally, bring down the 18. And so we do it one more time. 4x times 6 is 24x. 6 times 4x is 24x, 6 times 3 is 18, and subtract, and you'll notice these are identical, so they'll cancel out and you'll get a remainder of 0. Now you can write it this way, but 0 divided by any number is 0, so that will just cancel out, and so it's best to write it if it doesn't have a remainder, just the expression alone. Okay, let's look at example 3. This one is a little longer, but it's still the same setup. So you can try it on your own if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and set it up now. First, we're going to look at order. So let's set it up in our house. This one has a couple things out of order. It's got a cube, and then an x, and then a squared, and then a constant. So these are backwards. So we want to make sure we write it in the correct order. So that's going to be 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 4x plus 7. And on the outside, I'll have my three terms, x squared plus 2x minus 1. So let's go through seeing what we got to do. What times 2x squared? What times x squared is 2x cubed? We need another x, and we need a 2. So we're going to distribute that 2x into all three terms this time. So there's three terms on the outside. So 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. And 2x times negative 1 is minus 2x. Okay, we're going to subtract down, so it's going to be minus, those will cancel, 7 minus 4. That gives you 3x squared. And negative 4 minus negative 2, and that's really a plus. So negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2x, and bring down the 7. All right, we're going to do it again. What times x squared is 3x squared? Well, I only need a 3. So everything on the outside will get multiplied by 3. 3 times x squared, 3x squared. 3 times 2x, 6x, and 3 times negative 1 is minus 3. Subtract down, cancel those out. Negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8. So that's going to be negative 8x. 7 minus negative 3. Well, two negatives are a positive, so it's really 7 plus 3. That's 10. And I have nothing left to bring down, so that's actually my remainder. So your remainder can have x's in it too. In this case, it does. So we're going to write our answer. Our quotient, which is 2x plus 3, plus our remainder, which is negative 8x plus 10, on top of your divisor, which is x squared plus 2x minus 1. Same process as before, a little bit different outcome because we have x's up here, but that's equivalent to that. Now let's take a look at example 4. Okay, on example 4, we have 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3. And it doesn't have division, but it does have an expression raised to the negative 1 power. And negative first power is the same thing as 1 over that. You can verify that. If I did like 3 to the negative 1, for example, well, that's really 0.3, which is 1/3. So basically that is dividing, and another way to write that is 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3 over 2x squared minus 1. But this expression's also lacking a couple terms. It's got a third power, a second power. It doesn't have an x, so that's a 0x. This one has a second power and a constant, but it doesn't have an x as well. So we also need a 0x there. So we have to set this up with the 0x's in there and treat that as division. So if you can get it set up in the division, then again, we set it up and solve it using the same processes as before. So pause the video. Again, pause. I'm going to write that out in case you are not listening. Try on your own. And then check after you try. Pause, try, unpause, and check. Okay, underneath my hand is the solution. Let me take you through step by step, see what's going on. So first, after you laid it out, you should have 2x up here because 2x squared times 2x is 4x cubed. And you're going to multiply that 2x out by the 2x squared, the 0x, and the negative 1, and you'll get 4x cubed, 0. Now I put an x squared there. 0 times anything is 0, but I want to have something in its place. 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. Subtract, cancel those out. This is going to be negative 2x squared because that's nothing. And this two negatives will make a positive, so 0 plus 2 is 2. Bring down the negative 3. Let me do it one more time. What times 2x squared is going to get you negative 2x squared? And that's really just going to be negative 1. So making everything negative. Negative 2x squared, 0 times anything is 0. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. These cancel out. This is 2x, and that's minusing 1, so negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. That's your remainder. So your final answer, 2x minus 1 plus 2x minus 4 over 2x squared minus 1. I did not write the 0x in my final answer. So this would be the final answer on this problem. One last one for you to try. So set it up by yourself, pause the video, and work it out on your own. I'm only going to put the answer, so you can check the work if you have any questions in class and see what's going on. Okay, I have set this up. Again, I only have the answer to this, so look at your final answer and see if it matches up with what we have written below. Make sure you have your work on here. And if there's something that you're not able to get, or if it's not matching up, ask me in class, and I'll be happy to go over it again. All right, hope this was helpful, and hopefully you come ready to do your assignment.